What is basketball about for you?
For me, basketball is everything. Basketball literally saved my life in a moment where I didn't really have direction. I didn't really know what I was doing. At first, I didn't even love the game. I think the game started in my family. My father played collegiately at George Washington, and my brother played as well. I didn't even really want to play. And when I started playing, I was terrible. Okay, one more time. So, first things first in a matchup, what do you have to do? I don't like undisciplined plays. I don't like it. I don't understand why we have so many bad habits that we have to reach and we have to do this stuff. It loses basketball games. I love to win at everything I do every single time I wake up in the morning.
The Towson Tigers. 6 coaches, 13 players, multiple youth managers, physios, academic advisors, and more make up the institution that is the women's basketball team at Towson University in Maryland. Situated around 10 miles north of central Baltimore, the university has a long history of sports participation and has earned Division I status from the National Collegiate Athletic Association. The team currently ranks at number 84 out of 356 following their record last year, and are looking to improve on that this year. The team compete in the Colonial Athletic Association alongside teams like Elon of North Carolina, William and Mary of Virginia, and Northeastern of Massachusetts. Over the next 8 episodes, a small crew will document the ups and downs of the Towson Tigers' first season under the new management team. They will play at least 30 competitive games, with their record in those determining their seeding in the postseason conference tournament in March. But before that, there's a season to be played. Teams from all over the East will come to Towson, and the Tigers will travel far and wide in search of victories on the road, attempting to earn a record good enough for a top seed in the CAA postseason tournament. They will face renowned out-of-conference teams like the Maryland Terps and the Princeton Tigers to strengthen their record before the conference begins on December 29th. Across America, 356 women's basketball teams compete in Division I. Divided into 32 conferences, teams battle it out through the regular season to gain the best record they can. The record each team finishes with is used to create the postseason matchups, and the winner of the conference tournament qualifies for the Nationals, the NCAA Championship, known more commonly as March Madness. The Tigers have only qualified for the prestigious tournament once since their inception in 1967. That was in 2019, losing in their first round to eventual semifinalist UConn, the most successful women's college program of all time, winning the championship a record 11 times. Since then, Towson have built an entirely new roster after losing 7 players as well as their entire coaching staff in the offseason. It is the beginning of a new era. This summer, they have brought in 6 new players, as well as a full new staff team, including head coach, former WNBA player Laura Harper. Coach Harper has done something no Towson team has ever done in the past. In 2006, in her sophomore year at the University of Maryland, Harper helped the Terps win their first and to date only NCAA championship, also winning the tournament Most Outstanding Player award. Her number 15 jersey can be found at the Xfinity Center at the University of Maryland, mounted on the walls of the arena. Her squad number is now retired to reflect the grace felt towards her as a player and as a person.
The Sacramento Monarchs select Laura Harper from the University of Maryland.
Her performances for Maryland during her college years earned her a spot in the 2008 WNBA draft, getting picked at the 10th spot by the Sacramento Monarchs. In 2013, she retired to pursue her coaching career. Since then, she has excelled and now takes on the challenge of head coach at Towson after 2 seasons in the role at Coppin State University.
We are thrilled and excited to start a new era of Towson women's basketball.
Towson is a championship caliber program, and anyone would be honored to lead what you guys have instilled. There are not enough words that you can put together when you talk about joining a championship program. That's what this is here. I have learned a long time ago that the discipline and the work is what wins, right? The work always wins. Winning always takes work. There's no shortcut or easy answer for what that takes. And I know that I'm here to work. I'm eager. I want to be here. Everyone here is gonna get my best shot every single day. That's who I am. I'm nothing without my roots at the University of Maryland and Brenda Freeze. She has helped me and guided me and mentored me and showed me what it means to be a winner. That the head coach at the University of Maryland has made a tremendous impact on who I am as a woman, who I will continue to be as a leader, and who I aspire to be in the future. You bet on me. And that's something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. You know, for me, basketball is everything. Basketball literally saved my life in a moment where I didn't really have direction. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't even really want to play. And when I started playing, I was terrible. So it was one of those sports that taught me to continue to keep working because it's not always pretty in the beginning. And I very much was a work in progress that ended up being a success story.
If you could go back and tell yourself 6 months ago, what would be good for you to have known then?
You know, I think I would tell myself that Rome wasn't built in one day, that the most important thing this year is building relationships, that this team all just craves and needs love. And if we can continue to operate in that space where we're able to love our players and, you know, show them how important they are, we are going to be successful. I'd also tell myself that this is a year where we're building our culture, but that doesn't mean that we can't also win basketball games. I hear my dad telling me to be patient. I hear my dad telling me I'm not perfect and I will never coach a perfect game or a perfect season. So I think I would definitely tell myself to continue to love on our kids and to stop being so hard on myself.
India Johnston is one of the 6 new recruits this season. Could you tell me a bit about your relationship with her coming in, both of you, over the summer?
Sure. So India was definitely one of the most highest touted players out of high school that Towson has had. You know, she's back-to-back Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Delaware. And when I received the job, I couldn't really get in touch with her. So it was really challenging because, you know, the first thing you do when you get a job is make sure you establish who's on the team. Who's on your staff, who's on the team. So then after initially talking, getting a visit set with India, with her family, I could tell that it wasn't a sure thing that India was going to come to Towson. So in fact, India decided to decommit and open her options to see other schools, which, you know, was really nerve-wracking for us because we just didn't know what to do other than stay the course, stay the process. And I can actually thank Coach Joe because I'm like, she's not coming. I mean, literally, I'm like, there's no way she's coming. She's taking all this time. And then it was, I think we were recruiting one day and he's like, maybe you should just like text her and tell her how you feel. And I did, and I reached out and I said, you know, something to the point of just letting her know how bad we want her here at Towson. We had already done a home visit. All of us met her family, met her sisters, broke bread in her family. But this recruiting process is tough and they didn't know me from anyone else. So we are just so blessed to have her. and she's going to play a lot for us this year.
India is one of the team's 6 new recruits for this season. She was unveiled as the recruit for Towson in May 2020 during her junior year of high school. She grew up in Bear, Delaware, and attended Caravel Academy, playing as a point guard and shooting guard for the school's basketball team for all 4 years. In her final high school game, she scored 27 points in the state final to bring the Delaware State Championship to her school for the first time in their history.
And the celebration is on. Long overdue for a great school and a great program.
Honestly, when we were down, I was never nervous. I've always had confidence for my team, with my team. So I just knew that, Josiah, she's a big-time player, and I knew she was going to make the shot. So I'm just happy for her, and we closed it out with her.
She is joined this season by fellow freshman Gabby Scott, who has also seen a stellar high school career. Sophomores Alina Sendar and Patricia Anungba, junior Alexia Nelson, and senior Tye Johnson. The fate of the season ahead will be seen in due time, but for now, the New Look team's preseason preparation is coming to a close. The team are starting to gel and have become more in tune with each other on and off the court. For them, their first test can't come soon enough. For Towson, this is their home, the CQ Arena. The 5,200-seater was opened in 2013, and the basketball team share the space with the volleyball and gymnastics teams. Their training facility, the Towson Center, which includes offices for the staff, the team's locker room, a weights room, and 3 full-size basketball courts, is connected directly to the arena. Before conference play starts on December 29th, the Tigers will play 12 games that will go on their record. Only 4 players who featured in last season's final game remain at Towson this season: Ryan Evans, Kylie Cornegay-Lucas, Peanut Rivera, and graduate student Sky Williams. They played a combined 57 minutes in that game, scoring 12 points. Over the summer, they have seen the new coaching staff arrive and welcome the incoming players. Now, all 4 are slated for starting positions and will be hoping to score anywhere upwards of 10 points each in Monday's opener, on their home ground for the first time this season.
We are 1 fucking week out from game time, so we move like a team. Same walking bullshit that you guys do coming in the timeout. Move with urgency. Next three be ready when they're done. Wait a call. Look at that. For the first time I've ever seen it, everyone high five India. That was amazing. Good job. Hey, just for that, everyone get a quick sip. I'm beyond myself. I really can't take India call for the ball. Like seriously, we might need to end practice. Golly, this is too much. Good. Yep, that's the game. Here we go, call it up. First of all, before I hear from y'all, this is exciting because I'm coaching all of y'all. So it's a really exciting thing when we play each other and good stuff happens on both teams, and I realize that every single person is on this team. Kudos to Black figuring out. We run. That's what we do. We run people out the gym. So sometimes it might look ugly, but you find a way to make it work. Now, Gray is way more control, right? So I feel like I can take a breath sometimes with the great team, which is actually really nice for me as a coach sometimes. But we gotta realize that we put us together. I don't think we can be stopped if we're disciplined. What do you guys think? Positives from y'all. I want to hear everything y'all feel.
I feel like Coach Harper said this before, but when we all get tired, we just start screaming at each other, and sometimes it doesn't help, but sometimes if your teammate is screaming at you, it's because of a sense of urgency. I don't know what happened between Ty and Mariah, but Mariah was trying to get your attention for the block play, and then you got caught again, and that's what Mariah was just trying to talk to you about. So I don't know if you were paying attention to her, but let's be aware and actually receive feedback from our teammates so that stuff like that doesn't happen.
Coaches, anything else?
Bring it in. Here we go. 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together. Good job.
All right. Better.
It's game day. The team will be putting Coach Harper's new tactics to work for the first time out on the court today after months of preparation. The focus has been just as much on their fitness as on their new tactics in the offseason, and these players have been told there will be plenty of player rotation to use this to their advantage. Coach Harper has gone with her preferred starting 5 of Kylie, Peanut, Ryan, Sky, and forward center Quinn Fulmore, with the rest of the team to come off the bench. For some of the players, today is a chance to perform to the best of their ability to make an impression. For others, they must execute their role as best they can. Today's opponents, Longwood from Virginia, are one of the best teams in the Big South Conference. Their impressive record last year earned them a spot at March Madness, but they were eliminated in the first round by the University of Maryland. Towson are hoping to start their record off clean with a win against the Lancers.
It's interesting because game 1, this is probably the most calm I've ever been starting a season, and I just want to, I think it's a lot to do with the people I'm working with, because I actually really like them, I really trust them, they give me a confidence in myself, and I wanted to give that to you guys because everyone has some sort of nerves, right? Like, it's natural. But like, if you can lean into your teammates when you feel that way, I think that's how you get past those nerves. And I think Brenda was so amazing with our team of like being in the moment, move to the next movement, keep moving each single moment, and allow your teammates to help you do that. And I'm telling you, it like prepared me for life. So the time that you waste in the last moment, we've already moved on. So like, let's lock in, let's go on and start this journey, okay? There's a lot to be said about Towson women's basketball, right? No one really knows what to expect. There's a lot of this year, that year. Are they going to be the same team? Are they good? Like, what it is? What is it for real? And I think that every single opportunity is a moment that you really can say who we are. It doesn't matter who we play. Championship teams play the same way consistently every single day. And this is the first time that we can start doing that. So for me, I walk in confidently because our staff prepared you perfectly. We are ready. We know exactly what to expect. But you guys have to come ready. Seriously. Games for me are like the party, right? You work really hard so you can party harder. All right, let's get back out there. Here we go, y'all.
Fulmore on the putback has another miss from 3 for Longwood. Rivera pushes up to Cornegay Lucas, stops, steps back, 3 on the way. Bang!
There it is.
By the end of the first, the Tigers are up 9 and are dominating the boards to the delight of Coach Harper.
Fouls. Here's Evans now. Inside.
Nice wraparound pass.
Fulmore battles, hangs on the rim and gets it to go. 32-21. Johnson up top. Around the screen.
India is already up to 8 on her official debut, and midway through the second, Kylie already has 11 points.
Got numbers here.
Wide open for 3. Got it.
Pumped up for sure. So is Coach Harper over there on the bench.
Harper wanted a foul underneath. 37-25 our score.
At the end of the second, Longwood go on a 9-1 run, slimming the lead down to 6 at halftime.
Nelson, 6 seconds. Nelson, nice pass. Johnson lays it up and in.
Perfect play there.
Kylie starts off the second half with a jumper, and she keeps on coming.
Evans to Rivera, keeps it moving. Cornegay Lucas, eyes of 3. Bang! Grabbed by Davis the other way. Davis, ball poked behind by Cornegay Lucas. Push up to Cornegay Lucas. Kylie puts her head down, steps back, lays it up. Oh my goodness!
Look at that!
From start to finish, Cornegay Lucas. Hit by Cornegay Lucas. Rivera comes away
Got
with
numbers
it.
here.
Now here's Evans.
Towson's lead is a game high of 13. Longwood are yet to respond and call a timeout.
It's time for the dance game, sponsored by University Village.
Back to Cornegay Lucas. Over to Nelson. Nelson kicks it out.
Pass.
Evans inside the three-point line and gets it. Nelson, 6 seconds. Nelson at the foul line. Scoop shot, no good. 4 more on the rebound, puts it up, gets it to go for the buzzer.
There we go.
Laura Harper loves it.
Just a reminder, the game's not over. We still have 10 more minutes, okay? We kind of tied it right there at plus 13. I don't like that rebound. Let's get strong, okay? We shouldn't get boxed out like that. So be tough, keep going. We still can run. We know this team gets tired at this point. Continue to run. Keep working. They stay together. I still want to run wing one, center back door up in the end zone flash. Let's get some kind of structure to what we're doing. Let's not be jumping over all the time and taking bad shots. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The Tigers carry that lead into the fourth. Longwood closed the gap to 11, but it's not enough to overturn Towson's advantage.
Remember they're open on the corner. She's hit a couple.
The Tigers make a winning start this season, with India reaching double digits in her debut, Peanut and Quinn getting double-doubles, and Kylie very close to securing a career second triple-double.
83-72, win 1 in the books here in Towson. Your thoughts on today's game?
You know, we're 1-0. I think we waited a long time to get this game going. Anytime we can win, I'm happy, and we've got some pretty good film to work through.
45-28 on the glass. That has to make you smile.
It does. I told them if we rebound and take care of the basketball, we win this game. 16 turnovers, 45 rebounds. I mean...
Coach, congratulations on the win. We're on to St. Francis.
On to the next. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It wasn't the perfect performance, but the Tigers will take their first win with grace. The team now have a week to prepare for their first game on the road this season, a trip to snowy St. Francis, Pennsylvania.
What would you say is a realistic expectation for the players this year?
Year 1 of me coaching, I would say win a national championship. You know, year 3, I know it's only been 3 years, but I do feel as though my perspective has shifted. I think I know and understand what's really important. And the most important thing is to set our standards here at Towson. I think setting our culture, setting our standards, holding our team accountable, the results will come. So as far as our goals, I know that we are going to accomplish our goals because we are here holding them accountable every single day. We are putting in the work for us to be at the top of the conference. You know, God willing, we remain healthy. I truly believe that we can compete with any team in the CAA Conference. And I truly coach as if we can win every single game that we step forward. Probably one of my downfalls, that I truly feel like we can beat anyone. But I also know that unnecessary pressure on our team, it's not necessary. So we focus on 1% better every single day. We focus on growing as something that we could improve on, and it actually helps keep perspective as a coaching staff, understanding that there's always something that we can work to get better at.
With their first win under their belt, the mood at TC is good among the coaches and players. Final preparations are on the agenda as the Tigers prepare for their first trip on the road this season.
The only thing you gotta remember, Quinn, you were always right here. You were always the same ball side. When they are in zone, you have to know okay, when we go in zone. So we gotta decide if they're in zone and we come through, are they gonna come with the runner? Does that make sense? That's what we gotta see. Same thing. Are they gonna go with someone going over and come down? Here we go. There's Kylie. Nice, Kylie. No middle. No middle. No.
The 200-mile trip north will take the team to the snowy mountains of Pennsylvania and into the town of Loretto. The Red Flashes of St. Francis play in the Northeastern Conference and have a record of 0-3 so far this season.
It's game day. I know it's early. I just really, first of all, I wanted to say I appreciate y'all's discipline thus far. Again, this is the start of a 5-game road swing for us. Okay, 5-game road swing, something that's really, really challenging can be done. But what I need y'all to realize is the discipline it takes to end up on top of a road swing like that, knowing that the light at the end of the tunnel is coming home to that Morgan game. It's just us being locked in every single day, every single time. So your physical, emotional, mental discipline has been on an all-time high. Let's keep that there. Let's bring the energy, right? This is just for us to warm up. For me, the purpose of shoot around is to get as many shots as possible. In the gym, we're gonna play in and get ready. We're gonna warm up and we're gonna stay locked in. Let's have a great day. Let's stay locked in. Let's get the job done and let's get home.
Towson are up 6 at the end of the first, with the points shared evenly between the starting 5. At the end of the second, Ryan puts the Tigers 10 points up, but 50 seconds later, it's 17-15. 2 technical fouls, 2 threes, and a jumper see a 12-point swing for St. Francis. But soon the Tigers find their feet again, and by halftime, they've gained back their lead. They retain their lead throughout the third quarter, and the 2 freshmen extend the lead to 9. They stay on pace throughout the fourth, until the final buzzer. Another win for the team, and Game 1 on the road is done. This, however, is just the start of the Tigers' 10-day trip on the road. Next up, Maryland Eastern Shore. Today, the Tigers are looking to go 3-0 for the second season in a row. UMES have approximately 1/8 of the student population of Towson at just under 3,000 students, with some of Towson's other upcoming pre-conference opponents like Howard, Morgan State, and Coach Harper's former team, Coppin State. A win here is essential if Towson are to be seen as a threat in the conference this season.
Okay? We can't have these kids kill us. Make sense? That's what can't happen. Our key is going to be this. Can we defend without fouling? Are we going to put them at the freaking line? That's what they really want. We have to have pride in getting stops. Right now, I think we don't really have that. How tough are we? This is a really great question. That coach just straight up told me that, you know, we're trying to get in your head. I watched the game. Y'all don't have any kind of emotion. He told me to my face just now. And I'm like, damn, like, you really coming at me like that? But listen, but like, how tough are we? Are we going to get the rebounds, pivot, and just pass? Or are we going to get the rebounds and bitch? Because I'm telling you, this game versus us is like how we feel about Maryland. They feel the same way. I can promise you. They are 1-4 and have been so close. So we have to have some pride when we start, okay? Win the battle of the board. If they don't get second chance points, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It truly is. Stay poised, stay calm, and trust. This game is worth the same as any other game that we have. So I ask right now when we leave this that we stay present and we realize that we want to leave here 3-0. We good? Yeah. Here we go.
After going behind early, Gabby makes 5 points in quick succession to help Towson go 5 up in the first, with Lex Nelson also taking 4 points. The game stays tight throughout the second. Towson, however, are struggling under the basket. And the players and coaches are not happy.
Rebounding. We are down 9 to them. Y'all don't feel like playing? Who wants to play? Tell me, who wants to play? Because that shit that we just fucking did for a half will get us lost to a team that we're way better than. What is it? We just don't feel like it? Tell me. Because I need to know who to put in the game that feels like fighting, that feels like winning. Because look at this. Quinn, 1 rebound. Pina, 2 rebounds. Sky, 0 rebounds. Kylie, 2 rebounds. Ryan, 4 rebounds. My bad, Ryan should have been playing you more. Fuck. India, 0. Lex, 2. Gabby, 2. Ty, 3. Who's going to bust out? Who's going to play hard? I don't know. I don't want to lose this goddamn game, and I don't know who's ready to play. So I hope we can figure it out. They're out playing us, out working us, out toughing us. We're so damn cool for what? You know what's cool? Beating people's ass. Putting the ball in the fucking basket. Going to grab the fucking ball with 2 hands, pivoting, and going. But now you're too goddamn cool. What do y'all think about it? I want to hear from y'all. What do you think? Peanut?
I think we need to rebound the ball more and box it out and be strong with our pivot and pressing and get out the corner.
But can we play harder? That's what I'm asking. What is it? We got the Mad Dog, we got some energy, but what is the issue? Why are we asleep? There's a game today. Do we know that? My issue is never miss shots. It is our effort. We are playing in quicksand like we don't have a game. What point are we going to step on the floor and say, we're here, we're better, we're more athletic, we're a tougher team? Or are we just not tough enough? I'm not sure. But we got 20 minutes to figure this shit out. Because what I'm going to say, we're going to leave here victorious because we're tough. But right now, y'all think we can just walk on the floor with them. Y'all, captain teams, y'all got to get this because I don't know how to get you to play hard. I don't want to take an L because we're playing soft. Do y'all want to start in Mad Dog? What do y'all want to do? How do I get you guys energy ready to play? Is that what you want? Yeah. So Ryan, you guys tell me, we go out there, we'll get in the huddle, you tell me what you want to do defensively. Y'all got to figure this shit out.
Tigers win the third quarter, with Peanut, Ryan, India, and Gabby each making 3-pointers. Gabby is on 15 points by the end of it, but the team also give away 2 technical fouls. UMES score all 4 of the awarded free throws. The Tigers score a further 25 points in the fourth, but Coach Harper is under no impression that this is a comfortable game. A loss on the boards is never acceptable for Harper. The game ends 69-57. Gabby earns an impressive top spot on the Tigers' points table with 15. Lex hit double digits for the first time this season, and Kylie added a further 14 points to her growing points total, averaging 21 points per game so far this season. Despite Coach Harper's dissatisfaction with the performance, Towson head home with their perfect record still intact. The season has only just begun, and there's a long way to go, but for now, Towson are up on top and are ready to take on anyone who comes their way. Next time.
Out here in Fort Myers.
Hey, you feel like a breakfast person at Towson?